Hello, everybody. Welcome you to Wow Talks, Wings of Women Talks from the women who have flown high. And today we have right from the Airport Authority of India and also the Airport General Manager Architect from Udaipur Airport. And she has recently moved to Udaipur Airport as an airport director. And let's hear from her what has been some of her challenges that she turned into opportunities, as precisely she mentioned before we begin. So let's hear from her her story of challenges and triumphs that she converted into opportunities, and what women like us, women like you, could learn from her story. So welcome again, once again, Nandita, to this forum, and we look forward to being inspired today with your talk. So to begin with,
Namaskar to everybody, and I think with the Women Day falling into our pocket very soon, it's wishes to all of you. And I think I'm myself sitting among two women who've been so inspiring, so I'm hardly into that pocket to do. And thank you so much for this opportunity. Coming with my background, it's 25 years. It's my actually silver jubilee this year with my organization, Airport Authority of India, and being in aviation. I'm actually educated as an architect and I post-graduated in landscape, designed airports. Within the profile of working as an architect, got into aviation management training for 4 years with Aviation Training Institute, which we have, Indian Aviation Academy at Vasant Kunj by AI. And then I have also done management in aviation, and I hold a designation called International Airport Professional by the UN body IQ. I'm also an instructor qualified with them. Coming to the point which Deep has said, where all I've stepped in and how it worked. Well, I think once they say you get into aviation, your bloodstream is full of it. Your DNA just starts working towards that. And for me, it's been working not only in the capacity of my education, but I thought when it comes to growing vision, the actual challenge, or I'll say opportunity, is to work in the complete aviation management to handle an airport operations, because that what makes you tick 24 into 7, makes you work, and also you are doing it quite a bit for the people who are traveling. So that is what has been the photo or a journey which I've spoken around when I walked from being an architect to becoming an airport director.
awesome.
So, and if you're talking of today's time coming in COVID and walking in through with the pandemic, then I must tell everybody I actually joined on June 23rd at Udaipur Airport. Traveled in the peak of the COVID when people were scared to even move or step out of their houses. So if you've decided you're going to do it, I think there is nothing that stops you. So you
Yeah.
need to sometimes walk out of your comfort zones, pick up those challenges, just fly out. And yes, I've also gone through that 14-day quarantine after reaching to a new city, new place. But I've been lucky, I must say, with the team who ensured that though I was in one room going through that quarantine, but they kept me apprised with all the
Weren't
details
you,
through
Nandita,
telephones.
weren't you scared? Weren't you thinking that you may not be able to pull through? And there are so many thoughts that go in your mind when you're at least quarantined. In fact, Deep was quarantined as well, and she has also written down a book while she was in quarantine. So it's yeah. I mean, so what was your experience when you were in quarantine, and what were you going through?
Uh, I think at that time, the best part was it was an absolute me time. I could read at that time and utilize the time to understand how my airport is functioning, what all my team consists of, and the minute I'm going to come and sit on this chair, what are those things which will actually fall on my head. So I think I actually had a gradual transition to come and sit on the actual groundwork. I could start doing that from behind the doors and know my team through video
Mhm.
conferencing and try
Yeah.
and understand what is going on, or what is it that they are waiting for me to come and take up, something that they're not able to resolve. So for me, I think that became a me time of a situation. It also gave me an insight to understand that it's going to be a lot of handling people with a different mindset when they travel now, because
Mhm.
everybody is scared to travel with that basic fear. You may not be traveling for leisure. It could be a work, it could be an emergency in a family.
Yeah.
But at that time, it gave me an insight to understand that there could be difficult passengers to handle at that moment. And that could be one of the criteria that you need to understand what people are going through in pandemic. The fear of
So,
falling ill, fear of being alone, fear of getting quarantined. So I think that was a lovely me time to have to understand
Yeah.
what's coming into your booty soon when you're joining work.
Okay. And how do you maintain work-life balance?
When you're airport directors, it's made very clear to you when you pick up this job that it's 24 into 7. And believe me, it is. Coming to a balance, I think now I'm at a lucky age. I have crossed my 50 and the child is grown. Old parents, maybe yes, at home. And I think as a spouse that I have who's always there to support, it's not much of a problem right now. And I hope it doesn't gather. But one has to sometimes, they say, you need to shut out of work and start doing other things, though it's becoming very difficult here. But I've realized both the options. It's like you work and you enjoy. So if you see my phone ringing behind, it's okay. I'm doing this, and that is also happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
So that's the balance. That's the balance. It's 24 into 7. That's the balance.
All right.
Okay.
And has COVID changed the dynamics at work? Like, how was it different what was the pre-COVID era for you, and now how the things have changed?
I think the only thing that has changed now is that extra precautions that we take. Uh, that's if your own team is healthy, then only they'll be able to run the airport and do that. So that is something which is very important right now for us. So we now put in that extra effort to ensure the cleanliness of the airport, people wearing their kits, their masks. So all that is very important. That is an extra, I believe, which has come into in the living world right now, as they say, new normal. But otherwise, I think my team is smiling behind the mask and there's twinkle in their eyes. That's what we all work
wow,
on for. So I'm
wow.
sure
That
if
talks
this
a lot
were,
about your leadership, Nandita. That
so
talks
even
a
if it
lot about your leadership. Yeah, yeah,
True, very
was, so
true.
that's the only thing that we're running on.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So, Nandita, last but not the least, what advice do you give to other women leaders who are going to watch this?
I always tell women whenever we talk, there will be ways in life when you're growing. Maybe you're absolutely alone there on the top, but never think that way. The only person at that moment with you is you yourself. And when that's the confidence you've created to the world, believe me, everybody starts supporting you out there because they know that you're not, scared, or maybe you're not getting that fear that you're alone there and you'll not be able to make it. Minute they realize that you've picked up the challenge and you know you're going to walk your steps, please do that. Don't stop yourself. It could be one
Awesome.
stop at minute, one step, two steps, three, whatever it may be. Just go on. Don't stop.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Namita. This has been really inspiring for both of us to begin with. And I'm sure this is going to be the wind under the wings of other women as well. As you rightly stated, just take one step, two step, and just keep going, even if you're alone. So, yes,
Yeah.
Preeti, anything from your side for Namita?
Oh no, I mean, I just want to say that, Ananta, it's really inspiring actually to talk to you, somebody like you with at the helm of, operations at Airport Authority of India, and lovely meeting you for the first time.
Only meet soon. Yes.
Hope to see you sometime in
Yes.
person as well.
Thank you
And
so
now for you, Nandita, and that is women, you run the world. Women, you stun the world. You are unique. You are you. You need no evidence. You need no proof. You can instill life in debt. You can still have doubts in your head, but you have a life full of joy ahead. And this is from you to other women as well, is what I heard you
Thank you
say,
so
right?
much. Thank
Yeah.
you. That is very good. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thanks a lot, Anita.
All
Namaskar once
right.
again, and keep making people fly.
Keep inspiring
And
us.
yes, thank you.
We are
And
all
signing.
together. Have a
Yeah,
very happy
in
Women's
it
Day. Bye
together.
bye.
You
Hashtag
too.
in it together.
Absolute. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.